The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast as well as its hosts are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
All right, we have a very special guest. Who's a tad bit late. This guy has a special place in my heart. Really glad that everyone here will get a chance to meet him. I'm not sure if Mel knows him already. He's a great guy. Some people say he's a little nuts. I say he's just misunderstood, man. I know a little bit about that. So I try to have some grace. But we have a legend here. Straight from the fucking Coca-Cola bus. We grew up with this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Tyrese. Tyrese is in the building. My man. This is my man right here.
Sir.
My man.
Sir. Sit down.
Looking good. You're looking good.
Wow, man, I'm excited.
Smelling good.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining us.
Honored to be here.
Honored to have you.
Honored to be here, truly, man. Congratulations. I'm so proud of my brother. Proud of y'all. Thank y'all for holding my brother together every day.
For sure.
Now, are you coming in here with all this extra gospel godly shit that you had on the Breakfast Club? You was in your real spiritual bag on the Breakfast Club.
You're not going to make me feel bad about Jesus. We're not doing that, Joe.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Let's get right to the proceedings. Your ego and pride ruined.
That's crazy.
Ruined a classic
off top.
Right off the top.
Right?
We'll get to Love Transaction in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But your ego and your pride and your illustrious acting career and the big movies you've been in made you look at Genuine and Tank on some, yo, dog.
Big dog.
We're not splitting this up right. I'm gonna need a little more. My time is worth a little more. You niggas is acting stupid at Good Morning America. I gotta go. And then we never got another TGT project. Then you and the legendary Tank had some public spats, and all us R&B heads was just saying, yo, dog, stop. Y'all two can't do this, especially not publicly. And whatever the fuck is going on, for the love of music, why can't we put this stuff to the side and get this? I don't think we've had an R&B album from a group. First of all, R&B groups is dead. So this album is a classic to me, and you robbed the fans, and you should feel fucked up. You should lose sleep. You should lose sleep at night behind this.
Right.
Wow. Shit.
Wow. I'm with him. That's heavy.
Now that's good.
How do you answer that?
Man, I got thick skin. We good. Just have a quick question. How long have y'all been working with Joe on the podcast?
A few years now.
A couple years.
A few years now.
I've been working with him musically.
Y'all wasn't the original crew, right?
No, I was.
Oh, you was a part of the original. Okay.
And music.
So sometimes you switch it up because things happen. Right? I'm looking at all new people, and I'm looking at the same person sitting across from one person that's been there since podcast number 1, and everybody else is new. So
what's the new TGT?
Well, they wasn't. We just wasn't on the same page about business. So sometimes you got to switch it up.
And parts.
That's all. So, I'm looking at an OG from the OG podcast from Joe Budden's, and everybody else is new. That's what happened. Now, you let a lot of people down when you switched it up for whatever y'all reasons were.
When your birthday?
Nah, he good.
I'm a Capricorn.
He Capricorn.
He said it in the song.
Yeah.
He wasn't lying.
December 30th. Now you smiling. That's all. I'm a lawyer, nigga. Let's go.
Flip that shit that quick.
Let's go. And guess what? The Joe Budden podcast
And
continues. That's all. We got to keep going.
All right, but this is the thing.
We can't stop
I like
because
that.
y'all niggas that fell in love with the original presentation of the podcast. We have to proceed.
You and Ray J are two of the best media niggas I've ever seen.
I'm not Ray J.
Y'all are good.
I'm not Ray J.
Listen.
Far from it.
I challenge you with this. You're right. They loved the old iteration.
Okay.
And the new podcast came, and it was some people disappointed, but there was still a new podcast. It's not like TGT came and you replaced the members, so we were able to get a group project.
I respect that. And the thing is, out of respect to Genuine and Tank, they're irreplaceable. Right? So if we can't do this the way we originally did it, to have you being able to say this is the best shit that's ever been made, then I'm not in the spirit of saying, let me go find 2 or 3 new niggas and do it again. I'd rather just not do it than to try and disrespect the tone and the foundation and the symmetry and the magic of what we created. That's just my position. I'm not interested in proceeding in anything that has to do with a T, with an S, or a J. This is not the Tyrese show. It was Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank. We did it. We were talking about doing it for years. It was successful. We impacted a lot of people. We love the album as much as people love the album, right? Because we sing R&B, but we're real fans of each other. So when it all went down, it just became very simple. We did this, we took this journey, and we're familiar with each other, but we're not familiar with each other in the capacity of business. And when it's time to make business decision, what your standard is may be very different than mine. I'm not wearing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going about that like that. So if you can't get on the same page with your friends who are all talented, but yet we got to come together and make business decisions, then you're going to have, it hurt me more than anything to not be on the same page with them in business. Fuck the egos. Everybody got an ego. But it's like, yo, why couldn't we take the egos and the moments of not being on the same page and figure out a way to make this shit work?
Where do you think the compromise was lacking?
It was all kind of compromises.
They said it was him.
Yeah.
They said
I know.
That's an easy out, though. That's an easy out. It was all your fault, too. You know, that's
true.
That's easy.
That's what they said.
That's like, what is the easiest way to justify the disrespect, what I actually said, what I actually did? Blame Joe. Blame Tyrese. Blame the movie star nigga who got money, who's more famous than us two combined, who's this, who's that, whatever that might be.
See, there you go. Come on. Stop.
I am.
All right, but
you can't
come
say
on.
that.
You can't say
But
that.
I'm
You still
not
can't
saying
say
that
it.
in a disrespectful way.
I know.
I am
Saying the
because I
factual.
am a music nigga with movies. I'm not saying anything to disrespect them. I'm speaking facts.
Nigga crazy.
I'm trying to think
No
if I
one's
ever
more
said something
crazy
like
than
that in
you.
a
I follow
group.
you
You can't
now.
say that in a group. You still.
You probably said that in a couple
say
groups.
that.
Yeah, you might have. Joe, yeah, you might have wanted to say it.
I might have won. I don't think I said it. I never looked at my group members and said, "Hey, yo, dog, I'm more famous than y'all. What the fuck? Hey, we rolling with my idea, okay? You can't say that.
He might have implied it though.
Yo, look at my face.
Right?
That wall says
Yo,
Joe
stop.
Budden Network. Niggas don't even get an initial on the wall. You go to a law firm. You go to a law firm. You'll find the nigga who founded the name first, and the
then
other
the partners
get that. Like, when are these niggas abbreviate? Like, can we get a first and last initial with a period in between? Their names don't even have to be spelled out.
We can get some initials.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Joe.
mad at initials.
You just went there. I love you.
No,
but I disagree.
But I like the parallel, and we're gonna stay there because I understand different business ideologies, right? So maybe we can't tour, maybe we can't market this way, maybe we can't. But were there disagreements like that with solely the music side?
There was no disagreements in music.
The business to the music.
creatively at all.
No, I'm gonna give it.
Gotcha.
There was no disagreements in the music. There was disagreements in the process of how we went about making the music. Because Tank's creative process
that happened with
has
us
nothing
too.
to do with mine. My process in getting an album done and going about writing songs is very different than Tank's, and Genuine is very different as well. So here's the biggest thing. What I love is that we are more disappointed than anybody because we did this, and we talked about doing it for years. They never even had me in mind originally. They was gonna go with somebody else. And then when that person said no, then I became the other option because we all had a 20. I was one of the best men at Genuine's wedding. Like, and Tank was a church dude, only in the church, and the first time he ever toured was with Genuine singing background. So we got like a real history and a brotherhood that's beyond what your hits are. Like, we've like always laughed and had fun and had a real special relationship that said this would make sense for us three specifically to take this journey.
You know, we want to ask you who the first choice was.
And they're both, I think it was, I forgot, actually. No bullshit. I forgot. It was, I think it may have been Joe, I forgot.
TJT.
I literally forgot who the first choice was. But anyway, they're both from DC. I'm from LA.
He's a T.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be.
So
TGJ.
TG, got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
so they're both from DC, and I'm from LA. So it was like they already literally knew each other for many moons. So there's no one more hurt about TGT breaking up than us. Because we've been doing this. We wanted to do it for years. We finally did it. Finally did the deal. Atlantic. It was like, wow, like this is no longer just some shit bouncing around in our head. And then to finally do the album and have that shit to turn out the way it did, I mean, why the fuck wouldn't we want to do it again?
Was that a 1-album deal with Atlantic?
No, 2 albums with 3 million attached. That's how deep this shit got. Hefty advance, deal terms that represented the world of music prior to this streaming shit taking over. So it was hefty. Like, our deal literally expired. When we found ourselves trying to figure out, like, yo, I think we got on the phone with the lawyers and they was like, yo, your actual deal expired. Like, if we did another deal right now, we would have to go ground zero and do a whole nother thing. You niggas did not pull it together before your actual second album deal expired. So yeah.
It's all right. So my final question on that, I think the TGT door on the second album is 100% closed.
For Genuine, it is. For me and Tank, it's open.
Genuine can change his mind. He keep falling off the stage every time you see him. He'll change his mind.
Genuine, for whatever reason, has been very definitively no. He did a whole Drink Champs on it, and I watched the interview, and I was like, wow, I had no idea that he was this far into fuck no.
God damn.
Yeah, and it's,
you know,
and the thing is, I gotta respect it for what it is, because again, when you say things and you do things, it doesn't matter what your intentions are. You gotta allow someone to be affected the way they're gonna be affected by it. So we don't know what we triggered from those issues. We don't know what traumas we sparked in him. We don't know what place we took him. We don't know if he have control issues that's super deep rooted because of his child. We don't know what the fuck it was, but something about the conflicts that we had has him at a place like, I'd much rather be out here getting whatever money I'm getting and doing whatever it is I'm doing at whatever pace I'm doing it at than to ever sign up for that again. And that's very unfortunate, because me and Tank definitely want to do it. Maybe he'll see this interview and reconsider.
I love each of you individually and collectively. Damn, Genuine.
Yeah, it's been real. We got text chains to prove it. Love y'all. I'm not fucking with. Gee, I just talked to Kaiser. He's with it. I love y'all. I'm not fucking with nothing that's got to do with
Could
it.
it been because of the old deal, but now that that's
It
expired,
got nothing to do with the deal.
No?
The deal was very hefty.
See, I'm on fuck that deal. I'm thinking that they could even do like some Martin Shkreli Wu-Tang shit and just do the TGT album and sell one. Sell one.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't sell one.
Yeah.
Myself.
You've been getting money too long.
It's
That's
true.
the problem. That's the reason you've been getting money a long time.
I wouldn't make those type of financial decisions. There's no need to do an album to then have it stored away on somebody's cabinet because they cut a crazy check. Like
It's lame.
I don't create to. I don't sing for black people. I sing for everybody. I would never get in the studio, work them type of hours creating something so special as a part 2 to have a nigga to say, I got 100 million and I want the only copy and I'm gonna put this shit up on my cabinet
Tyrese,
and brag to my rich friends.
Your studio is in your yard next to the Benihana that's in the yard. It's a walk to the yard. Stop it. It's a walk to your yard to get it. That's some beautiful shit.
What do you
Well, that's
mean?
when I went to the studio that you had in your yard.
No, the studio is not far at all, but
You have a studio in your property, yes?
He said you can make it with no.
Real nice property.
You said you have a studio in your property, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
He got transformers, all types of shit over there.
Exactly. So he's telling you that the walk to the studio wouldn't be that, that long and that far. You can create easy because it's at the
Yeah, he
comfort
tried
of
to
your
make
home.
it sound like, all the hours
Nigga,
in
get
the
your ass
studio.
up, Ty. Stop playing.
You don't act like you don't remember how creating music is. You don't
Hey,
want to keep
yo,
some shit to
Paul,
yourself.
stop.
What? No.
We're turnable, Tyree. We love him, but he's saying some slick shit. He's smooth. Dark skin niggas is smooth. We can't. I'm not with that dark skin smooth shit he on. I'm
He's
not
right
with
about
it.
music,
What
though.
is your complexion exactly?
I'm not-
What do you identify?
I don't actually. I'm not playing those games with you, nigga. I identify with what I
You
identify
just
with.
called me dark skinned, nigga, like you got me by a few
And you
shades.
smooth. I added smooth to that, nigga.
Do you got me by a couple shades?
I do.
You sure?
Yes.
He had to think about it.
No, I'm not putting my knuckle
You want another man to put their knuckle by you?
That's the, see, what,
No,
you
good.
co-sign this
No,
nigga?
no. Look, it
I
ain't
don't
got
even know
nothing to
this
do.
nigga.
I
You my
wasn't
man.
making
I-
reference to the distance because
I was talking shit.
my studio at the crib in Atlanta is actually in the house. I don't even have to fucking walk 12 steps. And most niggas got studios at home because that's what the fuck you supposed to do. But I'm talking about I don't do albums that often for me to go waste that kind of time. I would never be interested in a nigga saying, yo, I give you 50 million if y'all go do the whole thing and then just give it to me exclusively so I can put it on the shelf and brag to all my rich friends. Like, I wouldn't do it
Listen,
because R&B belongs to the world. If we're gonna do it, let's go ahead and get on stage and
Do it and give it out there for the
have
people.
Joe Budden starting the pod call of like letting niggas know this the best album. He wouldn't have the opinion about TGT if some rich nigga had paid for the TGT album to be done and kept it to himself. We would rob you
I would
of
want
that
to.
feeling.
I would want to hear it. I would
You-
want to hear it.
You would?
Yes.
I would want to hear that project the same way
couldn't.
people wanted to hear.
You couldn't hear
the
it.
Wu-Tang project.
You couldn't hear it because the rich nigga gonna keep it to himself.
And then may at some point later disrespect one of the members of your group like Homeboy did, and now shit is weird.
Listen,
Praise God.
one of my
Thank you,
favorite
Jesus.
songs by you, and this album is really underrated by you. Where do you rank Shame in your discography?
Wow. Never been asked that. I got to give you a real answer, Joe, because I know.
You was proud of Shame. You was proud of that record.
Shame. Where do I rate Shame? That's whew.
That's when he got in his old school bag. Let me try to just play it for the people that may not have heard it. Shame, same album, Bong.
It's up there. It's really up there because, first of all, it's the first song that took me 9 days to record, and I was in a relationship with a girl almost 5 years, and I had the song before we broke up, and I was just fucked up. And I was like, if I had tried to sing that song a year, 2 years after we had separated, then all of the vulnerabilities that I put into the song would have been gone. I had to like paint this picture while
you were in
all
pain.
of it was fresh.
Got it.
And yeah, it took me 9 songs because, and that's why I don't do music. Like, I take this shit so serious. Like, I respect everybody that sing, rap, or however way they could do 10 songs a week and just studio rap. Like, I take this shit so fucking serious. That's why I don't do it.
You said it took you 9 days to record it. How long does it take you primarily to record a song?
All depends on the song. Like right now, I just had to push my Beautiful Pain album because I have not been able to mentally and emotionally push through all of this shit that I'm singing about with these songs and these lyrics from this divorce. So I just pushed it to next year. Like there is no such thing as this album ever seeing the light of day this year, because I have not. I'm leaving the studio and I'm shut down. Like this is my first time ever, and I'm very specific about the way I speak to this. Like this is the first album that I've ever considered art. It's a double album. And this is also my first time ever feeling like I've been in the studio and I don't sing. I go in the studio and I do like this. I get up to the mic and I go, and
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I fucking empty myself of whatever the fuck. And like my engineer just be there, like, you know, like, yo, man, it's been 5 days. Hey man, don't worry about it. Just let me know when you're ready. Like the most patient motherfucker in the world. Because I just cannot. I sing, but this is different. This is a different slice. I'm bleeding. I'm fucked up.
Up here, we have a lot of conversations about the incentives for wealthy people to get married. What are the worst parts of the divorce?
I don't really want to talk about the worst parts of the divorce. I want to try and answer the incentive to be married, because I think I'm really more so heavy towards that than just dealing with the
financial repercussions.
The divorce is fucked up.
But the divorce, the stories that we see from men about divorce,
yes,
as well as the divorce rate, is what's deterring people from marriage.
I feel homeless without my wife. I never experience the sanctuary of love. We were a world within a world. Like, whatever the fuck is up and down, we are in this bubble, and it can never be popped. Like, it's good to see what other people have and what they doing. We just two weirdos, and we in this bubble, and it's just us. And then he who finds a wife finds a good thing and favor from the Lord. You don't even understand the concept of that until you get married. Like, okay, well, I had a career. I was blessed that things was going. The level of favor is when you can't even put words to what you're witnessing God do.
But isn't God doing that with love?
God is doing it with love because you're in love. But see, God doesn't even recognize relationships until you're married. Because when you get married, as Red Run would say, it says you may now kiss the bride.
This is where I get lost.
Because you wasn't supposed to be kissing, fucking, and doing nothing prior to. Wasn't supposed to live together. Wasn't supposed to do nothing. So you may now kiss the bride is your first kiss. So there is no advice that, and I don't know the Bible like that inside out, but I don't really know that there's a lot of advice about what you're supposed to be doing to coexist with your better half in the Bible, because God recognizes relationships from the point of marriage. Right. So he who finds a wife finds a good thing and favor from the Lord. So as blessed as we are as men, we should
be married because God going.
No. You're not getting married looking forward to what he's gonna do. But I'm telling you, yo, I've had a vision to build this and do that, and I want to start a venture capital fund, and whatever your visions might be, the moment you get married, what you've been waiting on, what you've been having 20 private lunches and dinners, it just all starts happening back to back to back. And you're sitting back and you're going, I know one thing. I'm handsome, I got charm, I got charisma, I can keep a motherfucker's attention when I'm talking. I can sell water to a fucking well. But can anybody explain to me how from the moment I got married, all of the breakthroughs, all of the things that I have been in this holding pattern trying to get just ended up happening? And that wasn't the reason to get married. Like, oh, I got to get married because everything I want, I'll get. No. These are the things that just ended up happening. And I started experiencing the word. And so, but outside of that, I have to also make sure that people understand marriage is not for everybody.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm clear about that. Also, I would say I have never had anything. I don't come from stability. Mother, father, family. So when I got married, it was my first time ever feeling like I actually have something.
Okay.
So if you have a family and then you get married, you have another family.
Right.
I had nothing.
That's your first family, pretty much.
So for my shit to end, I lost everything I ever had. I took my motherfucking wedding band off and I was Drake on my finger because I never took my shit off. So, and that doesn't mean that I want it back. It doesn't mean I want her back. I don't want nobody to disrespect what I'm speaking to. What I look forward to is being married again because I love the way I felt. And I love the sanctuary of marriage and energy that took over my life and my being, the glow, the couples dinners and the marital conversation. Man,
It's fire.
Come on.
I'm married. It's fire.
It's different.
It is.
It's different.
How long were you with your wife before you guys got married?
We were dating. It was quick. I mean, I literally prayed for this woman, and I knew as soon as I seen her. Like, I am literally in a physical form. I'm in the presence of everything that I prayed for, and so I told her at our first lunch, literally, probably an hour and a half until it was long. I said, "You're my wife. You're gonna have the rest of my children, and as soon as you have my kids, you're gonna bounce back in less than 3 months. And I'm gonna do this with you for the rest of my life. And I'm not gonna have any teeth left in my mouth. It's gonna be mashed potatoes and coleslaw."
You saying what you feeling this way about marriage, was there more to be done when things started to get tumultuous?
No, because I did everything that I could possibly do to save my marriage, because I left a movie set and almost got sued for $400,000 because I could not miss that last flight when things got to that level. I was like, fuck this movie, sue me, rearrange the schedule.
I can't work and fight.
I gotta go. This is the last flight leaving Jersey. I'm on my way to Atlanta. I'm okay.
So you did physical action, but did you guys end up doing any level of couples therapy to try to repair?
Melissa, we had premarital counseling. Mm-hmm. We had counseling throughout. And I'm here to sit here and say, irregardless of, we're in a world right now where if a man expresses thoughts and feelings, he's misogynistic, he's disrespectful, there's 2, there's 3 sides. Shut the fuck up. I'm telling y'all, I put my soul into that. Never cheated. No DMs. No meet up in the Sprinter. I live in Atlanta, nigga. The fucking ratio is 90-1. Never left the house. I live 3 minutes from the Lenox Mall. I've been living there for 7 years in Buckhead, and I've only been to the Lenox Mall 3 times. As an alpha male, every bit of straight, nigga, we don't really exist.
Commitment to the 10th power.
On that level in the ATL. Women are out here sitting across from niggas like, do you actually want me?
Aggressive.
And that's no disrespect. I don't want no gay and homosexual backlash. I'm not saying nothing. Do what makes you happy. I'm saying in Atlanta, I love Jesus. I got a real estate license. I have money. I started my own law firm. I got a dental practice. Women out there, Spelman, they educated. They love, nigga, they are thick, nice, the whole shit. The
Whatever you
whole
want.
package.
Pickens is right there, right?
And you walking around that motherfucker and you like, for me to be married in Atlanta, nigga, after this level of vaginal activity I've been involved in, I was absolutely committed to my marriage. Absolutely.
Do you believe that, especially after a divorce, that love is or should be transactionless?
I think,
Because all this shit that you're talking right now sounds amazing. But it also sounds like it should apply when this start going on. First of all, how can you make this song? The gay family not gonna come after you?
He smoked that.
The gay Marvin Gaye came.
Yeah, he in his
if
he in
they
his
did,
bag.
if they do, all good.
This nigga's the man, yo.
He is. I have a question.
I'm committed to the art. And if they figure out something that's in there that takes them to Marvin other than the Congos, take it.
The way that you feel about marriage, coming off of a divorce, I would think that you understand the transactional piece
No.
in this.
No, because that's not the woman I married.
That's
bro.
not what he spoke to either.
That's not the woman I married.
Well, this is a different situation.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
what he just spoke to and how he described his union, transaction, money, none of that shit even broached the subject.
No. If anything, the woman I remember, that everybody remember, including her friends, would look down upon any woman with shoes and matching handbags. Would look down upon anyone getting their lips done or anything that has to do with cosmetics. Just like we would leave certain dinners like, I mean, does she have to, I mean, all the time, it's just like, cringeworthy talking shit about women that's doing whatever it is that they're doing and spending whatever they want to do with their life. Or in a relationship with a man that's into spending that type of money to make sure that they got defined. It was all the, I'm just so saying, you sold me on being I met you simple. You sold me on your, we used to have frugal arguments because I'm one of the cheapest niggas I know. But my version of cheap looks very different than somebody else's.
Yeah.
But she said to me, nigga, I'm so cheap, I got an iron and refused to go buy an ironing board. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I used to iron on the bed. I used to iron on the bed.
Nah, I don't know nobody bed, man.
And then here's the
I
thing.
used to iron on my bed.
I'm not
Ironing on the bed is whatever. Like people do it every day. Iron on the floor.
Well, you
pull
are
out
an
a towel.
ironer.
I'm not
Right?
ironing nobody bed.
Oh, yeah, he's the
irons
expert
every day.
ironer.
Yeah, my bad.
Fucking
That's
grown
my
up.
whole. I love ironing.
I love ironing.
I'm
He's got some creases too. He's got some creases too.
listening to you.
So-
Capricorn Dap? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, nigga.
Absolutely. He's sitting in his
Motherfucker.
corner.
Yo, Tyrese, look at the crease in his hoodie.
That's my nigga right here. It's clear that we're not the same complexion, so we'll figure that out later. Anyway, but the other thing for me that was very consistent was, like, I used to love this, right? It would put her in a place where she'd be like, she would go to Target and she would spend over $200 at Target and come back in the worst fucking mood ever. And I'd be like, babe, like, are you serious? She's like, I got to the counter. And so I was sold on a woman not being into materials, money. And listen, bro, I'm an actor. I've never seen a better actor in my fucking life. You consistent as, and everybody, you know how some niggas will pull you to the side like, hey, my nigga, it's good. Hey, look.
Yo, homeboy.
Look here, look.
Yo, dog, I know Tasha's in third grade, my nigga.
Just keep.
Everybody co-signed it.
Yeah. There's no pastor, first lady, hood nigga, nigga.
Can I ask you a
I'm
question?
talking about give the motherfucking Oscar
Wow.
to this.
How long were y'all
Can I
married?
ask you a question?
Like
Huh?
4 years?
How long were you married?
Married for 3 years, almost 3 years, but we were together for 5.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think the accessibility in the life, in the industry, changed her?
No.
You think that's who she was?
That's who she was. And listen, it's been said that a monster is a monster waiting on an opportunity to be a monster.
That's true. Or you
Right?
are who you are.
If you're a
Money
child
just
molester,
makes you.
then you're waiting on the opportunity to molest. You're going to give niggas the charm, the wit, and you're going to get everybody feeling comfortable so that you can strike and do some goofy shit. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what I am and what I came into the situation with. It does not create gluttony in you if gluttony
That was
doesn't
already-
exist.
That's true.
It doesn't get you to say, you know what, I done got so familiar with the bag, I all of a sudden am completely out of character and want a bag. No, nigga.
It showed let the real you.
We
come
out here having babies and we doing full duration of pregnancies with the plot in mind. Nigga, this shit different.
When she, I have a question.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So now with all that being said, my love for the Lord Jesus Christ cannot allow for me to not believe in the sanctuary of marriage. And I'm also a dude that when I speak upon her specifically, that's my shit. That's my experience. That's who I was with. Who I was with looks nothing like who you're with. The relationship, her triggers, my traumas, what got us together, what made it could have been trauma bonding. It could have been, I've been praying for you my whole, and it happened. Whatever the case may be, that's our story. So I don't want no one to be discouraged by moving forward in what they have based on, now learn from the shit I'm speaking on. Cause I'm not gonna keep this shit to myself. I love niggas and I love love. And for most of us, and I put this up when I announced the divorce. And I know everybody here, including Melissa, you're gonna follow this. How can you naturally know how to be something you were never raised by?
Sure.
What is a father?
I say it all the time.
I never had one.
Say it all the time.
What's a husband?
We learn it on the fly.
I was not in a household with an example of what a husband and a marital dynamic is. So nigga, when you get married, I don't give a fuck how much in love you are. You're winging it.
You learn it on the fly.
What is your blueprint? What is your point of reference?
Don't have one.
You don't have one?
No, some people do.
No.
Some people have.
Some people do.
How?
Fathers and,
Point of reference?
No. He's saying if
He's
you
not to
did
the
not
person that
have a father,
You didn't have that.
you didn't have a father.
But what about what
How
about
can you naturally know how to be something you were never raised by? What do I do with this money? I'm getting all this money. What the fuck do I do with it?
how'd you figure that out though?
Huh?
How did you figure that out though?
On
you
the
eventually
fly.
okay.
You learned it on the fly.
I figured it out on the fly. The only thing I was committed to doing was not doing what I did my whole life. I've cheated on every woman I've ever been with before Samantha. And I said, if I'm gonna fuck this marriage up, I can pretty much predict why. I'ma fall off and in something on the road. I'ma do what it is that I've been doing my whole life.
So if you want a different result, you're going to do something different.
I switched it up.
Got you.
And I said, and it became scary for me. This is me. I was scared to cheat. I was like, God is gonna whoop. God is gonna, the level of beat down that would come from me disrespecting this, because and then I literally said, this is me. And most niggas don't get to this point, right? Because most dudes who get married ain't even got enough shit out their system. It's like, I ain't never had you, but I had plenty of them that look like you. But that's me. Those are my numbers. That's what I got out of my system. So niggas like me are more ready to get married than a nigga who's only said, yo, I've smashed 15 women mad in my life. Those ain't my numbers.
So Ty. Jesus Christ.
Now he's tired.
Separate them out.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, let me say. Oh. Slow your motherfucking roll.
Whoa! He didn't say nothing to you, man.
What the fuck?
Hold on there.
Smell.
Whoa!
What happened? I missed that.
Nigga, you happened, nigga. Talking all that shit.
You from LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Watts, to be exact.
Oh, you gotta have a lot of money to sit there and say my numbers, my numbers. You got.
So I was wait. So
No,
I'm
no,
gonna.
no,
So I'm
it
gonna.
ain't money.
Say that stuff.
It ain't money. It's R&B.
Okay.
There's some different vaginal activity. See, what
Oh, Christ
happens
Almighty.
No, I'm just.
No,
being
please,
real.
please
Ain't
do,
no
please do.
R&B
Talk to
songs
him,
up in there.
exactly.
Y'all wouldn't even understand what I'm about to say. I go to concerts and it's premeditated pussy.
So
They're
like Will
coming there
Chamberlain numbers.
prepared
That is true.
to hand deliver that.
I heard.
They wearing that.
Don't do it.
They
Don't do the
thinking
fuck-
that.
don't
Do
the
it.
shot.
Nah, I gotta look a shot while you do. You go crazy.
Hey, listen, they've been thinking that, doing that, fucking to that, and now I get to do this thing to the real nigga.
Why do you love birds? Oh my God.
That should sound good. What he talking about?
So at the end of the day,
I had a blast in your
rap
backyard. I
pussy
had a
is
good
different than R&B pussy. I mean, it's a different type of moisture.
It's a little more humid.
It's more humidity up in there.
This nigga talking crazy.
Yeah, you going,
I don't like that shit. I don't like this nigga talking crazy.
You going crazy.
He's talking crazy, son.
You gotta pipe down.
Separate
You
these
gotta
two.
pipe down.
Separate these two
Shit
right
like
fucking
Capricorn
now.
brothers, let's
morning
leave 'em.
dew. They got the morning dew on the grass, man. You want
Yeah, he can't say nobody paying
shit a little
nobody.
different, man.
He about to go and try to hold a note.
Man, you think I'm a woo woo?
Hey, but look,
Ain't no better to make me a singer,
let me
nigga.
say this. I remember many moons ago, I seen this interview with legend Jamie Foxx, and he was doing this comedy thing. I forgot what the interview was, and he was talking about, oh man, this movie star was this and every kind of. I remember he said that, and I'm here to tell y'all, as a nigga that's been doing R&B. That's transitioned to this movie. The movie bag is definitely extremely different. This R&B vaginal activity is still. I don't give a fuck what movie star level you want. It does that because what it is that I sing, what it is that I do, the sensual and sexual moments that are created from the music that it's transported into your bedroom. Like you're not fucking a cappella. You need some type of soundtrack to go.
Unless it's shy. If it's shy, we fucking that. Yeah, we fucking to that. But outside of that, but even on the shy one, when they drop the beat, it's different.
No, put that acapella.
Shy. No, they both are.
I'm talking about that
They both are.
acapella, you crazy nigga. I'm talking about you not in there. Most niggas are not in there going there with no music playing at all.
Definitely.
So to be in people's bedrooms.
Wait, you still playing music when you fuck today?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, as often as I can.
I be looking goofy as hell grabbing the Apple remote.
Let me just put something on here.
No, it say Joe's station. So now it's just a mix of whatever I heard that day, which is normally R&B, but when it ain't.
Nah,
It'll fuck it up.
I should have fucked it up.
Slip one in
They're
there.
fucking to the purple tape.
38 Special comes on.
It'll fuck it
My
up.
girl's
What you
favorite
coming?
me and my girl's favorite is Aiko.
Janae?
Oh man.
Janae, she does it.
She set niggas up.
She be having
nicely.
that.
She does it.
She really.
That's real.
She sets
It's
niggas
a vibe.
up nicely.
She does.
I be like, yeah, this beat down is real. Appreciate you.
Good looking, dog.
So who are some of your other go-tos outside of Janae? See if I can steal something. You got it.
I mean, listen, say what you want about Kels. He's still the go-to.
Okay, you still playing Cal? Right. Niggas ain't gonna let go of
I
Kels.
can't. No, ain't no way.
You can't.
I did.
Come on, nigga.
I did.
You let him go?
I can't.
That's fine.
Can't do it.
That's fine. You got your reasons. Sorry about that. Sorry about the child. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, shit.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's. I don't know, man. I don't have no fucking playlist in my head. It's kind of, we got a couple things.
Flip, you had a question?
I did have a question, but you kind of changed the topic.
Oh, my bad.
But no, it was just about, You know, I remember watching and seeing what Miss Samantha said, and I always wondered, if is there any validity to what she said, or do you think that she was just trying?
I don't even know what you made reference to. What you
I mean,
say?
a lot of them. I forgot, but I just remember that she said some shit about
Paraphrasing.
the relationship. You know, how you guys were and how you was, because the way you speak it now, I'm not seeing that.
You're not seeing.
I'm not seeing.
You wouldn't see that from what she was saying.
What she was saying about you, yeah. So I'm saying that, like, do you think she was in her feelings, or do you say that, Flip, I might have did some shit or acted this way, but I put the marriage first, or whatever I could do to fix this, I tried.
I'm in no position to put words in her mouth.
Got you.
To tell her how she felt or what her worldview is and was of what we had. I'm also not here to tell y'all that she was as committed to the journey as I was. And I also don't know. See, I have a song on my album which I haven't been able to like finish, and I got a lot of titles on my album posing questions that I don't have answers to. And one of the songs is "When Was It Over for You?"
Oh shit!
Yeah,
He loaded,
Right?
boy.
Oh yeah, you wild.
He loaded up.
So it's never over when they file.
You know,
Something was said, something was done, the fucking light switch went off. It could be another year, it could be another 2, it could be 6 months, it could be 5, it could be 10 years. Something happened. The fucking light switch went off in his head or her head, and then waiting on the opportunity to do what's already played out in their mind. It's premeditated.
You know the crazy shit? I remember, like, you had said something on a live I was watching, and I kind of made fun of you. You was like, when she dropped the baby off, she didn't come and say hi. Like, you
I said that on Sway in the Morning.
Yeah. Now, but listen, but then I remember being like, look at this nigga acting like that. But something similar happened, and I'm like, I can see now I can see it. Before I was making, you know, because it's hard to see a nigga express himself and show emotion. We're gonna laugh. Well, niggas like me, immature, you know, not being privy to certain situations. But when it happened, I remember saying like, damn, like, I can see what he was saying.
That's what he felt like.
Yeah, I can see what he felt like. Like, he was saying that she didn't even, you lived here, you didn't even come in.
No, it was more than that.
You dropped the baby off and you just left.
We used to pray in front of the house. We prayed the for sale sign out of the yard.
Yes, that's what you said, yes.
We got married at home. We conceived at home. We brought the baby back to the house 3 days later after birth.
True.
Everything about all that we had at this house could never, in my mind, allow me to be able to drop a baby off.
Yes.
And it hadn't even been 5-6 months since we separated, and she's pulling up like she has no emotional association whatsoever to
it hurts.
Like, which is fuck the house, fuck the square footage. The amount of things and moments that we shared in this house. How the fuck are you pulling up to this house like this is just, I'm in the carpool lane at drop off at the daycare and pulling the fuck off. Yeah. And so in front of my house, as I was describing, I got tinted windows in my office. I got 5% limousine tint on my whole house. I don't want no niggas pulling up looking at it. So it's super dark. And in my office, which is in the front, I see everybody that pulls up. And so at a certain point, I'm so hurt and everything was so fresh, I couldn't go outside and get the baby out of the car seat. So I would send the caretaker out and do the interaction. So I'm now sitting behind the tinted window looking like, bye, I love you, you know, and all of this happy ass shit. And I know that she know that I wasn't watching. This nigga's not like upstairs hiding behind the window watching. So it wasn't like, you know, I'm gonna show this nigga, I'm out of his mind, I'm gonna give a fuck, you know, I'm good, nigga. And I'm just thinking to myself, who are you? What did I ever say and do to create such an extreme disconnect from the level that I believed that we were on and had to what you ultimately have done and how you're going about this whole, like, I don't know who this person is. So a divorce is a divorce. Breakups are breakups. We all go through it. But all that's been revealed to me in real time, it's been very hard for me to process this.
Can Can I ask why you didn't go out and do the exchange yourself?
I did it a few times.
Uh-huh.
And it just became too unbearable for me.
It never works out.
No, it's not.
I won't know.
It's okay. It became too unbearable for me to be in the presence of someone who's acting like I don't know who the fuck you are.
Mm-hmm.
There is no emotional connectivity to what, some niggas would call, oh, she a savage. That shit's cool for the timeline. Have fun.
So let me ask you this.
It was like, what the fuck? Nigga, it was the only thing I can compare it to. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is my very long answer. I'm sorry. Only thing I can connect it to, which is why, again, I'm still processing this trauma. It feels like
Somebody died.
No.
Oh.
No.
When I went through heartbreak, that's what it felt like. I felt like somebody close to me passed away. You'd be fucked up.
I felt like she joined a cult.
Got it.
Where you see niggas like,
that ain't you.
Cheyenne,
programming.
Yes, QAnon shit.
It's me. It's your mom.
Right.
This is your dad.
Yeah.
It was like
lights are on, but no one's home.
And it's like, yo, did this motherfucker just really walk the fuck off? And I'm sitting there saying, I'm your mom. It's me, Shy. Come home. We miss you. What is going on? It was like nigga, complete
disassociation.
Oh,
so
God.
let me ask you this. Gonna
ma'am.
feed back into this. There's a phrase. If you find them in cotton, you leave them in cotton. If you find them in silk, you leave them in silk. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
So you were talking about how frugal you are and that the relationship really didn't involve, excessiveness and ostentatiousness and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But from the outside looking in, like all of us, social media wise, y'all are on helipads in like Dubai, and it looks like that. So I'm just
that's my life.
I know.
And I'm not going to exclude the love of my life at the time from a life that I live and have been living. I can't say I just met you. Let me go Prius, pay your dues, simplify. And then let's go to the shit.
In no way, shape, or form should you. You live your life as you know it, your lifestyle, and then somebody comes into it. But the question is more along the lines of, is it possible that...
I influenced her to try and get me for $20,000 a month for a 2-year-old? No.
Is it? Yeah.
No. We never spent $20,000 on my daughter when we were together.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the money.
Yeah, but now
I don't like, who spends that kind of money on a kid?
Mm-hmm.
She was 1 when she took my baby from me. We never spent $20,000 a month on our child, and the credit card was wide open. So what the fuck do you suddenly need that kind of money for?
you changed the quality of life.
I was going to say the exact same
What
thing.
happened?
Like the quality of life.
No, he
changed.
didn't.
Yes,
Do
he did.
you don't wait, Ish? You don't think that the quality of
He
her
did.
life changed simply
He
by
did.
simply by entering his existence and his orbit?
Did you hear what he said first?
Yeah.
He said
Yeah, he never spent that.
during
When
the
they were
same
together.
quality of life,
Mhm.
you did not spend $20,000 in 1 month
And she never became
with an
me,
open credit
even while
card.
being
So
with
the
me.
$20,000 a month, you can. It's not changing the quality of life.
Right.
He's saying with the high quality of life that we had, we didn't spend 20 bands. So now, why is $20,000 a month needed if we never spent that?
He
That's
also
what he
said,
And she also complained every step of the way about spending or
and I had it.
overspending.
He also said, and I had it, and we never did that.
True.
Okay, but now the person that had it is gone.
You miss it. You pivoted, but go ahead.
How?
No,
The expenses are the expenses. The
No.
expense. The expenses are the expenses. He's saying, if let's say
I never spent $20,000 on her
On the
a month.
yeah.
Let alone the child.
But she's not living with
It's
it.
not.
Everything
but it's
changes.
That, but it's not that. It's not that number that changes the quality of life. You changed it.
No. She changed it. She left me, and
Oh, yeah.
she's trying to take my life with her.
Yes.
It does not work that way.
That's exactly how it works.
We have
That's
a
how it
prenuptial agreement that
Oh.
was extremely aggressive and very detailed.
Okay.
And we both gladly signed it because I was sold and oversold on all the shit that she's not interested in. So when the fuck did you suddenly become interested.
Do you think social media played a role?
I can't answer anything for it. I can't put no words. I'm saying from a first person experience, I don't know who the fuck you are right now.
But for men at your level, you catching the short end of it with $20 a month.
I'm not paying that. That's what they're trying to get.
But there are men that they
Paying
banging
more.
A lot more.
Way more. Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
What happened?
You don't give a fuck
About
that there are men paying way more.
Oh, I
at your
do
level.
give a fuck. It's ridiculous. Bro, I've got a whole documentary coming out called Blackmail of the Blackmail about the family courts. Like, I'm not fucking around. There are no... Have you ever seen women outside of a family law courthouse protesting with picket signs, boycotting, doing anything that's got to do with the family law court system?
No.
You were born a man. There's a preset menu. Fuck what you say. Fuck what you feel. Nothing is going to work in your favor. For the niggas that's got full custody, I can count on my fingers how many niggas I've said that compared to the niggas who's got their ass served to them when they go in the courtroom.
In a perfect world, what would you want the custody arrangement to be? Would you want full custody of your child?
I don't want full custody. I don't have time to have full custody for my first or second daughter.
Okay.
And that's why that number.
You stay at home, you lose your home.
That's
We got to be out here in the field. We're lions. We hunting. We out here getting it.
and that's why you got to pay, right?
But that's why that number's
Right.
20
That's why,
grand.
No, that's what they're asking, but they're never going to get that. First of all, the cost of living in Atlanta is $2 compared to New York, LA. So get the fuck out of here off top on that. And then she's 4. What the fuck do you? And she makes $160,000.
Oh, so she has a good income.
Isn't she a lawyer?
No,
Right?
she's
Okay.
she's a licensed social worker,
Got it. Okay.
licensed clinical LCSW, licensed clinical social worker, and all of her social media shit. You do whatever the fuck she get your money, but our daughter that we co-created together wants for nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with what daddy got compared to what mama got. The needs of the actual child are fully met. Because if they wasn't met, are you on food stamps? Have you signed up for any type of public aid or assistance? Have you ever waited in a homeless line trying to get some free food?
She wouldn't be
because-
eligible with what she makes.
That's exactly the point. So you're making more than enough, and I'm making more than enough, so our daughter is just fine. You, motherfucker, are trying to get 20 for you.
You want to, you're making sense, but
And
you want to.
that's not cool.
You want
I'm
to
not-
ignore some of the cash cow shit that comes with dating and procreating with men at your level, and I don't see how you do that.
But no. Well, see, I am aware of all of the risk involved in being who I am and what I make. That's why we did a pre-nuptial. Prior to the nuptials, this is what the fuck I got. This is what the fuck you got.
This is what I'm keeping.
And we're never gonna change the way we feel
I think y'all conflate.
when we're in our feelings.
I think we conflating alimony and child support. They two totally different things.
And she had no alimony either. That was in the prenup. Like, I don't care about all that. Sold.
Interesting.
Signed the paperwork that
Yes.
reflects these
What
feelings.
I'm saying is
And she
the
did that.
ironclad prenup is why we going this route with the kid.
No, that don't make it right.
No.
Oh, I'm
But-
not trying to say.
Oh,
that
okay.
it's
But no,
right.
Joe, listen.
Or justifiable.
But no, here's the thing. The premarital agreement was specific to our marriage. What a child gets, you can't put those terms in a prenuptial agreement.
You don't want your
That's what the family law court systems is going to make the decision on what the child get. I'm telling you what she's asking for, what she's demanding.
What do you guys? How do you do like a split custody type of situation?
I'm at 50-50 for both of my daughters.
So you don't want them like when they're with her, even though you and your wife had a falling out and may not get along. You don't want her living a similar lifestyle to when she's with her as to when she's with you.
My daughter, Soraya Gibson, has never ridden on cotton seats. We got gold spoons in my motherfucking house.
I believe it.
Listen. I talk my shit. I'm not here to play simple and act like I ain't been about that life for a long time. My daughters are fine. Mm-hmm. Me and mommy decided we don't want to be together, either I or she. Let's make sure the baby is good. This is not about your own personal self-interest and trying to maintain a particular lifestyle that you decided to walk away from. The lifestyle was here before you got here, and you can't take it with you because we had a child. Now, let's make sure the baby is good. My daughters don't live in the projects, and they don't live in poverty. But this square footage ain't got shit to do with what you about to go move into.
No,
This mine. I'm 7,000 flights into this life.
listening to you talk, starting to understand why Brian McKnight made the decision he made.
Real shit.
No.
I don't know about the decision.
Right, you don't know, so don't say real shit. No. It's separate situations.
Hey, Brian McKnight said, "Oh, word, bye."
Yeah. Listen, it's real. Like, listen, my thing is, I've worked too fucking hard, man. Like, let me just say some shit that nobody here would know. But I don't lie and I don't make shit up. I stepped off the fucking Coke commercial. Diddy never signed me. I've never had a clique, or entourage, or a coattail to ride. There is no Jermaine Dupri, So Def, Bad Boy with 112, Biggie, Craig Mack, let's all Faith Ever, let's all work together, make sure we all keep each other hot. Nigga, it's been me. My whole motherfucking career. My career would probably be on another level if I was a part of a clique or an entourage. I don't have it and never had it. So everything that I have, I've never compromised or let a nigga compromise my spirituality or sexuality to get it. I've actually done the fucking work. I don't shoot, stab, and kill. I'm not sitting up plotting, watching another nigga what he getting, trying to figure out how to steal it, stab it, shoot it, kill it in order to advance my own self-interest. So to try and take what I've worked this fucking hard for, I definitely take it personal, especially when I know that, okay, we made a baby. What a beautiful thing. She's good. I wish you well. I don't wish any harm on neither one of my exes. I wish them well. But if you think I'm about to be on these motherfucking flights day and night, 17, 18 hours at a time, traveling around the world, COVID, pandemic, and whatever, and you just at the house, how many flights you do this week? 30? Run that tax-free bag over here. Man, fuck that. I'm good.
Take a stand for all men.
That's it.
Take a stand.
And at the end of the day, for the women that are the breadwinners of their family, which there's plenty, they feel this same energy when they go to court. Sometimes. But as far as men, there's a preset McDonald's menu. Go up in that motherfucker. You got proof, receipts, paper trail, footage, documentation that says she did, she said, she didn't do, she didn't say. And you like, what the fuck just happened? What exactly is the point of me putting actual facts in these court documents to then not have them to even matter when you go to court? What are we doing?
At what point did the meds come into play?
The psych meds happened for me after me and my wife woke up to child abuse claims because I spanked my first daughter. She did something bad and I gave her 3-4 days to tell me the truth and she didn't. With my right hand directly on top of her butt, on top of her pants, I spanked her. 29 days later, she went back to her mama's house, ran to the courtroom and said, I abused my child. And me and my wife was accused of it. And it fucked my life up. So I ended up in LA, the courts, the press, the media. You know, when you a hood nigga, rape, child molestation, all of those boxes, like, nigga, I don't give a fuck who you are. Good luck with trying to survive that type of dirt being thrown on your name. So I was in a very different fucked up place. So I signed paperwork, so I don't mention the goofy nigga name, but somebody who used to be in my life for many, many years was like, you're stressed out, you fucked up, you're all over the place. I'm like, rightfully so, nigga. My fucking daughter's been taken from me with a restraining order, no calls, no contact. It's one thing to travel and not see your baby. It's another thing for your baby to be taken from you with no end in sight. I went 100 days without seeing my 16-year-old, and she was 10 at the time. I was fucked up. So they said, you need to try something to calm you down that can help stabilize your mood and help you to this and that. And because I don't drink, never had a drink in my life. I don't smoke weed. I don't use drugs. No Molly, Perk, X. I've never had anything. I smoke hookah, nigga. That's it. You put anything in my system, it's not going to have adverse effect. It's going to have the most extreme adverse effect. Nigga, I be in the studio like this. When I go to the studio with rap niggas sometimes, I be in the studio like this, nigga, from secondhand.
The contact.
God damn, what the fuck? Song, y'all, I never forget I left the studio with The Game. That's my nigga. I was in the studio with them. He was up in there working on a couple albums ago. And, yo, them niggas was smoking so much fucking weed, bro. I was like, look, my nigga, I'm gonna go. I shook his hand, like, I'm gonna go and get out of this motherfucker, bro. I got in the car, my nigga, and I was like, yo, I literally fell asleep in the fucking car in the parking lot of the studio. And then when I woke up like 5 hours later, that's when I drove home. So imagine putting some psych meds in my pure system. So the crying video was filmed, uploaded, and was out there for 3-4 months before I even knew it. The most embarrassing, I hurt so many people. I caused, and being as that I'm an empath, all I do is go above and beyond to love. I love to the end of the earth.
That's what I'm saying.
And so for me to say all the shit that I said and do all the shit that I did, and I was literally out of my mind, when I came back to my normal senses, which I praise God every day, because some niggas will get a bad batch
and they don't come back.
They never come back.
They don't come back. That's true.
You're right.
I'm back to my whole self. Praise God.
How?
How?
How did that happen?
How'd you detox?
I didn't detox.
How'd you
I just stopped
withdraw?
taking it.
Or were there withdrawals from that?
No. The only thing.
How long were you taking them?
I was on the psych meds for 3 months.
When that crying video came out, I kind of just knew something was going on.
You
kind of just knew something was going on.
Yeah, it was bad.
That one, yeah, that's the one that said it.
I still haven't recovered from that. Yeah. To do something while you're completely out of your mind, like how do you? Like, yo, that shit was the past. Let that shit go. Like, bro, the reason I don't drink and smoke is because I'm a control freak. In the capacity of, I want to be aware of what I'm saying and doing at all times. And when you're out of your mind, the way my mama was, rest in peace, the way my dad was, and the way every nigga, in the hood, when you see a nigga riding up the street and he smokes some Sherm and he doing ballet and he jumped, I had a nigga to jump over my gate in Watts. The water was wet, the grass was wet, and this nigga came down the street butt ass naked doing ballet. And we looking at this nigga like, what the fuck is going on? He jumped over the gate, and then he started fucking making angels in my grass.
Oh, that was Jersey City when the wet dropped.
Yeah, same shit. Yeah, nigga. In my hood, niggas was chasing cabs up the street ass naked.
Yeah,
chasing
niggas
taxis.
swimming in the street.
So when you see that level of what that type
You don't
of
wanna touch
crack,
nothing?
heroin, drugs, alcoholism, teeth falling out your mouth, I had fucked up. And I'm not judging. Everybody has their place and space. But being exposed in such an intimate level to that level of shit, this is like, I don't give a fuck how influential you are. You have never been able to influence me to drink. Come on, nigga, just one shot, nigga.
Fuck with that.
Nigga, I got a demon inside of me right now waiting to be activated.
Yeah.
Addiction's running my family. I'm addicted to hookah. And I smoke cocoa coals. I had to get off the tobacco. I'm still, nigga, I smoke 5 times a day at home. I'm like, nigga, if this was cigarettes.
Slow down.
What's up?
What the fuck is cocoa coals?
Cocoa
Coconut
coals.
shit. The one you gotta cook them.
Oh, the ones you gotta put in the stove.
No.
Cook 'em.
All natural cocoa coals.
Yeah. The ones you gotta put in the
Instead
oven.
of-
Put 'em on a
Instead
stove.
of the tobacco coals.
They light different.
Yeah.
The ones that
when I
you
say
gotta
cook
light
them, I
like-
mean you don't.
No, the
they're not
tobacco
quick
is a
like-
different part.
No.
You put it in the
I'm
shit.
not cooking anything. They're actual coals, just like the tobacco coals. You put them on top of the grill, and
Yeah,
they
that's
smoke
what-
and
that's
hit
what- that's
just
what I
like
mean when
the
I say
tobacco
cook.
Yeah.
joints.
Cause they got
Okay.
got
I
give
thought
me
you
some
talking about
cocoa.
kitchen.
The tobacco ones, if I
you got a hand lighter.
cut a light on for 2 seconds,
spark
it'll light.
right up.
Not these.
Those are the bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
No. No,
Oh, I gotta go get
That's
some
how the-
cocos.
Yeah,
it's
cocoa
coconut.
coals hit the same way as the full-on
That's the
tobacco
regular
joint.
ones that be at the hookah spot usually.
The squirt when they come out with
at
it.
the hookah
the
spot.
good hookah spot.
The good ones.
Yeah.
All right, not the strip club. The hookah
Yeah,
spot.
no,
No.
All right.
Yeah. I know you said that your father wasn't there in the household, but do you have a relationship with him today?
No,
Last time you spoke to him?
I have no idea. He lives in St. Louis, though.
See, that's where I was getting to. So you do have a line or had a line to find out where he is.
Family is not semen that goes into your mama. Family is connectivity and energy and the day-to-day energy and exchange and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We can all bust a nut and create
Like
the
this guy.
relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, you been
Has
stealing
never
my shit,
been
yo.
there.
He stole my shit, yo. You was watching my videos?
You must have
No.
read your book.
Yeah,
No,
he
your
did
interview-
something, yo. He be
Nah,
stealing
your
my
interview.
shit. Yo.
He read the last interview.
Yo,
Oh, yeah, he been on your
stealing my
LinkedIn page.
shit, yo. He stealing my
He been
shit.
on your LinkedIn page. He read your double
I
XL
never had a
shit.
Yo,
relationship.
family ain't relatives is blood. Family ain't blood.
Yeah. The connectivity. But here's the thing. I praise God every day for God sending me what I didn't have, right? And my music teacher became a father figure. Like, I longed for a relationship with my mom before she passed. And I definitely started longing for a relationship with my mom when she died last year on Valentine's Day. You know, like, I was like, so, you know, it's God will always send you the desires of your heart. And so I don't have another wife. I'm in a relationship with my girl Zelly, who is the love of my life. Like, every day that I'm with Zelly, I'm like, how and why do you love me as much as you do? Because it's one thing to date me, and I know I'm a good guy, I'm a good man, but to start dating a man in the middle of all of this shit and love me the way she do, it's like you had to have some God in you to make the decision as a woman to say, I'm gonna love you from where you are because I see that much good in you. I feel away. I feel insecure sometimes about talking about this person that's no longer in your life, and I'm here, and but it's like, you know, let me get this out because once I get it all out, then I can actually move forward, you know, and let me do this album, and let me be a poet to write this poetry while it's fresh, because this poem is not going to sound like this 2 years from now. It's not always good to create on the other side of healing. Mm-hmm. It's also not in everybody's cards to be alone in the middle of a very hurtful breakup, rather divorce or breakup. It's not in everybody's card. Where your brain spirals into sometime is places that happens because you lack companionship.
Yeah.
Like you need, I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just like
Intimacy. Intimacy.
This woman, I don't want to put a price tag on it because I don't equate this to money, but I can't put a
She's
price
invaluable.
tag on what this woman has done. She's kept me out the clubs. She's kept me from meeting up with randoms every other week, pulling up to the crib, hoping they not up in there taking pictures of Bumblebee and trying to go viral, taking a picture of a nigga when I take an Ambien or something to go to sleep and I'm busting nut and I'm up in the bed looking like this. You know, all the goofy shit that niggas be doing to go viral.
All the attention shit.
Nigga, I'm in the ATL. Fuck, I look like snatching booty off the pole every night. I got plenty of things in my driveway to bring plenty of things here. I got enough square footage in this motherfucker where I can have 20 of them throughout this thing and don't see one the same day after the other? What do I look like doing? I'm 44. I'm grown. I'm fucked up. I love you. And she convinced herself, this is what's been beautiful. She convinced herself that she's disposable, she's a Band-Aid, and that when I feel better, I'm gonna chuck her away and get back with my ex. And the internet did the same thing.
Convinced her of that?
Those are the insecurities that could easily, like, for you to be this married
it
and
fed
be,
them. It fed them.
felt like I'm walking into something that's completely overshadowing my existence. So it can create a lot of insecurities naturally.
So how do you deal with
We're
that?
coming up on. I've went above and beyond
Okay.
to create the security in her that she didn't have on her own.
I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
That's it. Because I'm a man first, and we as men create the security. We also create the insecurities. If I say I'm going here, I'm going here. I have way too much access to pussy to be out here playing, and I'm past that. I love women. I enjoy all of it. I follow everything. That's my version of the club. Me and Joe DM all the time. I said, nigga, every time.
Nigga, send them to your algorithm, Moni.
Our only DM exchange is, my nigga, you don't miss. Because every bad there is on the gram.
It's right
we
there.
both follow him. And I always see Joe's like.
Yeah.
Bro, we just had this conversation,
I'm
bro.
like, yo, man, I love this nigga. Because he's me.
Hold up, you about to break your hip.
I love this nigga. I love this nigga. Now I don't know what niggas is doing outside of liking, but I'm like, nigga, I like what you like. We got the same likes. I DM this nigga all the time. I'll be like, yo, Joe, my nigga, you don't miss. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Okay, my nigga.
And thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm like, this nigga Joe, boy, I tell you, boy.
He put him right there.
No, you next to some good guys too. Now.
Come on.
Hey, you next to some good guys too. They may like him a little slimmer and paler than us, but
Hey,
I respect it.
yeah, you foolish.
I respect it. Come on, man.
yo,
I got no smoke with you. You my man.
I got
See, I love this.
I got a few
He
things.
got smoke with the niggas he got smoke with. He's like, yo, man,
He
I
had
ain't
smoke
this
with
the good
everybody.
guy, man. I can't.
I'm not a good guy, nigga.
No,
But
no.
he
I'm
said
saying
Reese.
that you're
Oh,
saying that
he's a good
about
guy.
you a
me.
good guy. Oh yeah,
That's
you
why
alright.
you're not
You cool.
coming
I
at
fuck
me.
with you.
I fuck with you too. I follow you.
I know. I saw
Crazy as
that. I
a
appreciate. I
motherfucker.
followed you back, nigga. Salute.
Appreciate
So,
it.
yo, hold on. Speaking of follow.
Yeah.
When you gonna block me, dog?
Unblock you? Yeah. Why did I block you?
How you get blocked by Tyrese? By an R&B nigga?
Back
Why
in
did
his
I block
Twitter
you?
days.
What did you
Back
do?
in the Twitter days.
What did you
What?
post?
No, it was what you
Oh,
posted.
when Tyrese was had
You was
Oh,
the
no,
you
Tyrese
was on
was
Twitter.
a thing on Twitter.
You're a Twitter legend.
I forgot about you on Twitter.
Dog, my top dog. Some of the
That nigga was
greatest
ill on
tweets
Twitter.
on
Trying to not remember
is
it either.
yours.
I forgot
No
all
bullshit.
about Tyrese on Twitter.
I don't know what y'all talk about, man. What?
I'm block my man, son.
Son,
I'm black.
I'm block. I fuck with you.
Now I'm about to jump in and talk some
I'm block
shit.
my man, son.
Now I'm about to come
I
at
fuck
this
with
nigga.
you.
I
Nah.
finally got an end. No, nigga, I'm not. I'm blocking your man till your man tell me what he said that made me block.
oh no, we were killing. We were
Receipts, nigga.
Your Twitter.
What did you say that made me block you?
Oh no, it's just what happens is when I retweet it, a lot of people start jumping on afterwards. So you'll see my name the most in there, and I catch the block all the time. Like the Pandora tweet, classic.
Classic. Absolute classic.
Pandora. You don't remember the Pandora tweet?
My nigga, just type
I
my
wasn't
man
on
name in the
Twitter,
block.
nigga. Oh, I'm talking about him. I'm asking him.
Remind me of the Remind me of the
You
Pandora.
said, yo, Pandora, whoever you are, thank you. I get tweets about you playing my music all the time. That's a classic, dog.
It's the classic.
That was a classic. That's like when people go back.
I meant that shit.
Hey yo, Ice, what did you say, Ice? Huh? What did you say?
Oh no, we'll go through a whole list of Tyrese greatest hits and just run them.
I meant that
Hey, yo,
shit.
Spotify, good looking.
Somebody-
out.
Yo,
so I don't know who you are. I appreciate
Spotify,
you.
That's why he blocked you?
So we'll just go through the tweets like, yo, remember he did this, remember he did this, remember he did this.
Oh, so you were just bringing up old
yeah,
tweets
yeah, we just bring them up.
and you tagged them.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's his tweet, so It's the old way of Twitter doing it, not this new shit now.
Like telling me to unblock you on
I'm
Twitter.
joking.
No, he asked.
No.
Now, he ain't tell. I told you. He asked.
I got you. Okay, don't get loud, man. I know what you do.
I'm not trying. You my man.
He ready.
I'm not trying to.
Niggas ain't
Shirt gonna come off in a minute.
Hey, man, listen, we doing
Yo,
good. The
Ish.
algorithm is not down on this podcast.
Stop, nigga. You don't know that nigga.
Motherfucking gasoline on this.
Nah, that's that Capricorn
And
shit they
become,
doing.
you ain't gotta do
That's
none of that.
All right, salute.
We good. I'm gonna say this. Asking me to unblock you on Twitter, it's just like asking me to unblock you on MySpace. Nigga, Twitter don't even fucking matter no more. Do you follow me on the gram? Because I'll follow you on the gram.
I'm just now getting used to getting to the gram, to be honest.
Okay, well, you're a dinosaur then.
Yeah, I'm
BlackPlanet.com.
I'm about to go on your Twitter, nigga. You gotta block me too. Fuck it. You gotta block me
I'm
too.
not gonna block you. You funny as shit.
That's my man. I had to rob my man. You gotta block me.
I be worried about you sometimes. Nigga, you go far.
Nah, that's old shit. I changed since I've been up here.
Yeah, this nigga go far. You funny as shit though. I love it.
Oh man.
Listening to your thoughts and views on marriage, now it's a lot more understandable hearing that exchange between you and Envy, where you went, sat them both down, him and his wife, when he was going through his
4 months.
whatever he went through.
4 months straight.
Coached her, coached him.
Not coaching, just
Well, he used the word.
that's it. I never coached.
Now I heard you.
But help.
You the whisperer.
I'm not a coach. I literally have never had God ever to give me an assignment like that. Ever. I don't. As I was on the phone with his wife, when I finally was able to connect with her, got the number from him, obviously, you know, she was very soft-spoken. Reminds me of Justine Simmons. She's just such a regal, sweet person. And I got on the phone with her, and I'm just like, damn, like, I can literally hear through the phone why you're so hurt about whatever mistake that brother made. And so when she said, you know, Rashawn is like, and I was like, I'm sorry, who is Rashawn? Envy, DJ Envy. That's his. I was like, oh, okay, got it. Literally had no idea why God gave me the assignment. But my heavenly deposits, right? If you think about this, everybody's sitting here, unless you extra petty wop, right? Sometimes you got to remind niggas of what you do for them for the sake of perspective.
Okay.
Right? However, most of us do what it is that we do every single day, and we don't, like, what the fuck do I look like keeping receipts
Right.
on every conversation, every time I mentor somebody into greatness, every time I put you in a room and y'all end up exchanging and then it ends up becoming I don't keep receipts of everything that I've been able to do. I'm like a 3-year-old kid who still can't believe that anything about anything with my life has went beyond. Other niggas get 5 minutes of fame. I had 30 seconds. I'm still here in some capacity. Never claimed to be the biggest star.
Still here.
Hey, yo, stop,
Never,
yo.
Yeah, no,
no,
you
no,
still-
no.
you still
I know
very much
some
here. What the
capacity.
fuck?
You in a
No. I never claimed to be the biggest star, and I never said I've gotten or have the most money. I cannot believe my life and all of these unexpected pivots and things that God continues to do, which allows me to still, you know, they say, these are my words, never get too familiar with being blessed. Your life should always be, like, do you see how blessed you are? Do you see the pivot, Joe? Do you understand that the nigga who had a song called Pump It Up
Gold.
on the fucking Too
It's a gold record.
Gold record now.
on the Too Fast, Too Furious soundtrack?
Motherfuckers.
We sitting here.
How many copies do you think that song sold?
Gold.
Gold.
That's what he just said.
It's gold.
That's 500,000.
After 20 years.
That's what that means, and that's fine.
Tell Def
Because
Jam
gold
to
is
give you
gold.
some money, man.
And blessings are blessings.
That's it. And guess what? For a nigga to sell less than $500,000 on a song that took 20 years to go gold, how do you explain all that God has done with Joe for a song that wasn't gold? How many niggas have outsold Joe and don't have this?
Great point.
Where you at? Niggas are starting podcasts every day, crash and burn. So when you got that oil on you, when you got that favor on your life, you can't explain what God is doing. I'm sitting there to tell all y'all, I love y'all. I just met y'all. Bruh, don't ask me, yo, what you been up to? You're gonna fucking cave. My life is unbelievable to me. Don't ask me about my life, because most niggas can't handle it. What I see and do, and the calls and the level of interaction and emails and business deals that come into my phone, I can't talk about it. It's overwhelming. To me, I know it's gonna fuck you up.
I only want to say, when he get into his bag talking like this,
this nigga
Like a
that is
pastor?
exactly
Like a
how I
pastor.
feel like Ish would talk when he get that bag.
Right?
1,000%.
I keep saying you, and he keep trying to fight
He
it.
trying to act like he
when
won't-
he get in his bag, I keep hearing him, and that's some ill
Yeah, you
shit.
stole my video, yo.
That's some ill shit. But you're absolutely right.
Don't let me get no
You
money.
you're
Wait,
absolutely
you
right.
saying that this is shit he be saying? Or you saying
I'm
With your
saying,
money, he
yeah,
would be you.
1,000%.
Yes.
A lot of the same
Capricorn.
thinking the bravado, the when he start talking and I'm
popping
that shit.
Yeah.
And it would go a lot deeper if it would
If
get
the
crazy.
bag was actually there.
Yeah.
But that's all right. Listen, if you listen, I listen. You
No,
have
not the bag, that type of bag.
Yeah.
He got a bag.
He's not hurt.
Yeah, he's
But
not
see,
hurt.
understand,
He's fine.
visualize to then actualize. Y'all just gotta
Fact.
understand. Gotta understand this for me. I was never motivated by money to get out the hood. Now other niggas would be like, yo, fucking struggling, hungry, broke, fucked up. That was never my motivation, the bag. My motivation is I don't feel safe. Every fucking day, I done buried way too many homies. They didn't have a crip, didn't have a blood in them, wasn't out here beefing with, they ain't fucking with nobody. Many good niggas that I grew up with. Playing basketball, sports every day, funny, charm, charismatic, bow. So for me to think or believe that I'm some way, somehow about to be this good nigga in Watts that don't get killed, so my motivation was get me the fuck out of here. And why I work harder than everybody I know to this day is because broke, stuck, and feeling unsafe is right there. Every motherfucking day. When you see it on your Instagram and you swiping, I live that every day. So if I'm able to walk out my front yard, and other than goofy shit that can happen in anybody's name, home invasion in the mansion, somebody got robbed and then duct tape and they live, shit happens everywhere. But the likelihood
Probability.
of you
much
getting
lower.
shot because you want to wear blue from head to toe and you want to go in the blood, you're going to get fucked up. We don't got to worry about what happened when the nigga did a backflip on top of a mountain and went tumbling down. Dumbass nigga. You want to go viral and you had a misstep and it's over. I'm not setting myself up to be killed, Joe. I'm out. And that was my motivation to get the fuck out of Watts.
In New
It wasn't
York,
about, and then I stumbled into the bag.
In New York, they changed the law. These goofy niggas want to go get on top of this fucking subway and go surfing, and about 4 of them done died. So yeah,
On top of the subway.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
it's a thing. They get
That's
they
been
get
a
on
thing for
top of
years
the
and years,
train
yeah.
Fucking idiots.
and just
Yeah.
go and they film themselves. They dance. They bring their friends.
They was
and-
doing that before cameras, though, in social media.
Weren't they getting like?
That's been a thing for years and
That's
years and years.
crazy.
Wow.
I know when I was a
It's
kid, we
too
used to
much
just get
goofy
on the
shit.
back of the train
That too.
and ride. I
All
don't
that
think
shit.
nobody died like that, but
I
sure
used to
people die
I
like
used to
that.
ride on the back of the bus.
Listen.
I never fuck with the train.
this is where I thought you.
And, no, Melissa, I know you smile. Not talking about the Coke commercial. I'm talking about literally.
No,
niggas
I
in
know,
the hood-
I know.
Niggas in the hood getting on the back of the bus.
To get a freebie.
Putting their fingers in the fucking
great
grid
thing, yeah.
and ride.
This
She
is
thought it was a
where-
Coke commercial.
This is where I thought you was bugging out for a little bit when you and The Rock had y'all shit. It's like, oh shit, black tie, gotta chill out now. You fuck, that's The Rock, nigga.
Yeah, he'll slap the shit out of me with his pinky. I've never seen a nigga with muscles in his hands. He's a real nigga. Seeing The Rock with open-toe shoes on like that, like you like, yo, you got some different shit going on in your feet. There's some different kind of muscles when the nigga got muscles in his feet.
Facts.
I'm glad y'all pieced it up.
I am too.
I'm glad y'all
But
pieced
he
it up.
is too. I'll never forget the call that we had when we finally got on the phone. You know, I'm not going to repeat everything verbatim, but he basically made it pretty clear that my level of aggression had a little Suge Knight on it, and it was a little beyond anything he had ever experienced. He's like, yo, you fucking, you never let up. And I was like, nah, because I don't bother nobody. And I don't do wrong. I don't wake up every day with any malicious intent or ill will towards anybody. So if somebody pushes me, it takes a lot to like really activate me. And when I lock in, I'ma probably calm down once I get most of what I'm on off of my, like, my ex doesn't want me to do one other fucking interview about her. And I can't wait to stop feeling what I'm feeling. I'm in therapy. Every
How's
time
that
I
going?
talk about it, it empties more off of me. I'm like, this is my healing. Now, I also want to say that as much as they've, and I'm very proud of this, by the way, because I don't have mental health issues. I had a mental health
Episode.
meltdown from a bad batch of psych meds. I was naturally sad, depressed, fucked up, and confused about what I woke up to. Only a year into my marriage, we woke up to that. And the days that she dropped, of all days, the accusations came in on September 11th. But I would say they have normalized the dialogue in and around mental health, but they have not normalized the dialogue in and around men actually having feelings. Motherfucker, you think you the only one sad about the divorce? Oh, so when I talk about the divorce, I'm bashing you. I'm misogynistic. I'm condescending. Oh, that's why. He's a narcissist. That's the go-to.
You know
No. I got feelings. And every time a relationship ends, it's not always the man's fault. So I don't give a fuck how consistent that narrative has been.
Hopefully, it was never my fault, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So now we also got the female R&B community that's now singing every song imaginable, beating the shit out of men and selling out arenas, doing it every day.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up in their Mary J. Blige bag. Fuck nigga, don't cheat, lie, ain't shit, ain't fuck, I can do, whatever that is. And as soon as a man releases a song saying, I don't think you ever loved me, and let me go ahead and do a podcast and talk about why I feel this way, fuck you. Like, why don't you let it go? Did you tell Mary J. Blige let it go? It's Jasmine Sullivan who said, I will bust the windows out of your car, talking about her ex, and she's in a new relationship with a brand new man? Oh, got it. So I can't be in a relationship with a brand new woman who I'm in love with, never cheated on Zelly either, and talk about my ex without it appearing that I'm not over my ex? How many fucking female R&B singers are releasing albums right now talking shit about the man that they are no longer with? I can't do it without somebody telling me you ain't over your ex because why you singing and talking about her?
You can, but it will be viewed different than women doing it because you're an alpha man.
And
like
that's the fucked up double standard.
Men are always pushed to just get over it. That's why.
Yo, let that shit go.
Let
Yo,
it go.
stop putting
Man
your
up.
business out there. Man up. You scared, go to church. I'm normalizing the dialogue for us as men to be able to say, this is what the fuck I feel, and this is what I'm feeling, and you're not gonna shame me into not feeling it. That's it. And guess what? If you don't want to hear this shit, go listen to every other woman that's been saying the same shit since the beginning of time about men. Go listen to that album, go support that concert, go read that book.
But your album, you said, will not be released this year.
It's not. I couldn't get through it.
It's another thing. You just put out music whenever the fuck you feel like it. That's why I don't like my artists to like be well off. Like,
you need them to need that, right?
Yeah, I need them to need to get back to that album cycle.
Wow.
I need to hear some more of the slaps.
Says the rapper that's not rapping no more.
That's a good. Yeah. He got you.
Says the rapper that's not rapping. Joe has a bigger platform now. Hello, everyone. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the Joe Budden podcast on the Joe Budden Network. A nigga that really got bars that he's still writing in his phone to this day.
I'm not, but
and he will not take his ass to the studio, and he's projecting.
Yo, if Tyrese,
no, and my fans.
Yo, if Tyrese asked you for a feature, you'll do it.
No, I'm retired.
Still be
That's
retired
fucked
to
up.
do a feature for your man.
Are you gonna tell me no?
Well, you didn't ask. But,
that's fucked up.
But if you asked, then I was
what if
retired.
I
What if it was a
bars
TGT
from
song?
you specifically?
But I can't do it because I'm retired.
Who said that?
You
your
telling
own
me?
boss.
You
your
telling
own
me you
boss.
ain't got lyrics that you still that's running through your head, right?
Always. But
Okay, so
I'm
you're not retired.
I am retired.
The nigga that's retired is not thinking them thoughts no more.
Well, those just naturally come because that's my spirit.
Okay,
That's
so
who I
give
am.
us 16.
Now.
Real quick.
Can he do 16?
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
do
no, he
16.
never did 16.
Joe ain't doing those. He can't. I don't even
these
think it's
niggas
possible.
ain't getting
Give me
those.
12.
No.
That's even worse.
That's worse. Yeah.
Like,
Ask for 36 minimum.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even the right number, but it is.
Some off shit, right?
The articulation that came with, that's not even the right number, but it, you know.
Yeah.
I see what
Joe.
you're doing. But the same way my fans is probably mad.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
they are.
They are, because when Joe Budden's came out, not too many niggas knew. And now your name is bigger than it's ever been, and you just so happen to be a real rap nigga. So you can cap yourself, but that ain't necessarily making the best use of God's gifts. So don't talk about me when we sitting on the same couch. That's all.
That boy good, yo. That
Been
boy
preaching
bad.
the whole time he's
I'm
been
gonna
here.
give Joe.
That's the extended version of this couch.
What couch? This the longer
Yeah.
couch.
But there's only one name on the wall,
Wow.
and it's right behind you.
No initials.
Next
You
time
didn't sit
come-
here. Is there any
That's what I was
words
taking
or
you to
letters
dinner for.
behind me?
That's why we going to dinner.
Are there any words or letters behind me?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I know it's dog out there, but
Ty,
Joe
you-
Buttons can definitely rap his motherfucking ass off and
Thank
still get in the studio and kill niggas right now if he wanted to. I would just release a fucking mixtape, nigga, and just fuck around and have some fun. I mean, that's you ain't got to do it because you trying to like compete with these fucking 10-year-olds out here with turquoise hair. Just getting the fucking, because the culture deserve bars, nigga. Like Nas is older than you.
See, but I would do the shit that you
See, I
said you
disagree
wouldn't
with
do, right? Like I would go and do the album and I just give it to my niggas. I wouldn't put it out.
I got a couple of them
Nobody would
already.
hear it.
Nas
And I would be cool with that because that's the art still. I got the art part, and I don't have to get into the business of trying to sell it and market it.
No. But you don't have to sell it when you got the biggest podcast out there. You just let niggas know, like, have fun, man.
That's true,
Say,
too.
I just
Hey, here's this sleeper. And then we out of here.
Platinum.
We gone.
Then Def Jam can't fuck you.
We'll be one day.
But see, the thing
One day,
is,
man.
Jay is older than you, and Nas is too, right?
Fat
They
Joe.
still fucking around.
You know the difference though
What's that?
between what you said with Jay and Nas and him. You said the fans, the culture deserves Joe Budden bars. The culture never, in totality, they didn't appreciate Joe.
Yeah, well, why would they? They didn't know who he was.
Those who did wrote Joe off. Oh, that's just a pump it up nigga.
Okay,
That's just it.
That's
So
the
it's
pump
like,
it up
cool.
nigga that pumped it up 20 years ago.
I agree. But I'm
Okay,
saying he's
he's-
had a career since then.
But the masses don't
You
know.
counting them out.
I'm not counting
You
them out.
shouldn't
I'm
be
saying,
sitting there.
I'm
You're
count- no, no, no.
discouraging a giant.
Oh no, I'm
trying to
absolutely against
reactivate.
him rapping.
I'm trying to
I'm
reactivate
absolutely.
a giant.
I tell him every time. Put it down.
This
rap.
don't sound right.
No, I tell him every time.
This don't sound like a
No,
friend.
I tell him every single time.
This nigga, hey, you're discouraging as a motherfucker. I'm feeling the way.
Yeah,
I'm
I tell
not
him every
telling a nigga to try and go after a rap career. I'm saying, nigga, you got bars. Nigga, I'm exhausted with this goofy shit out here. I'm a real hip hop head that really appreciate bars and really appreciate niggas that could actually sing, like real talent. When we wrap this up at some point, because I'm so grateful to be here. I can't wait to
We
pull
done,
out
nigga. Shut
my
up.
Marshall speaker. I got that same motherfucker over there.
Well, which one? I guess two of them over there. Which
Yeah,
one?
that says Wilburn 2 when you put
Which
the fucking
one?
Bluetooth on. The big
Oh, the little
brown
one you can't-
motherfucker
the big
up on
one,
the
the
wall.
big one.
I can't wait to let you hear. At least 2 pieces before I leave. Because I know only real niggas appreciate what I'm sitting on.
Well, listen.
Wait.
Yes, babe. Sorry, Melissa.
No, it's fine. I had a question, but
Yes.
I don't know if you want to talk about it.
I'm ready. Talk about anything.
I
But
want to
Home
know.
Depot.
Leave my niggas alone, yo.
They're not going to understand what I mean, and I want to. And this is just for you to say, skip it or let's get into it. I want to know what happened to the MLK project. You
The
remember
Martin Luther King movie?
You remember that?
Yes, of course.
So let me.
yes.
Do you remember what happened with me and you?
No.
Okay, it's Grammy week, like 2012 or 2013 or something like that. And we were like at the, I don't know, there was some kind of event at the Beverly Wilshire or something like that. Or the, I don't know, Four Seasons or something like that. I'm coming out of the bathroom. You were like, Mel, I need you for something. I was like, what?
He was by the girls' bathroom.
Huh? Well, I mean, girls' bathroom, boys' bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Clear it up.
Saw me coming.
He's
Get the
listening.
details right.
Sorry.
He's listening
Get the
innately.
details right. Because I'm listening.
Really, he's
I'm listening,
He's the
goddamn.
closest nigga to it. He's listening to me. Go ahead.
Saw me coming out of the bathroom. You're like, Mel, I need you for something. I was like, okay, tell me what. And you were like, I have a very secret project that I'm working on. And I need you to, basically, you need me to run lines and be the opposite character.
Well, no, I definitely needed you for that.
Nobody else would do.
Hey, ask him. He's the one that fucking asked me.
He's a Capricorn.
All right, bro.
You know what?
I think,
Hey,
great. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Salute,
That was nice right there.
I'm
Yo,
just saying.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through these lines.
Excluding
Y'all volley.
excluding Tyrese.
Order in the court.
Excluding Tyrese, y'all niggas can suck my dick, okay?
I didn't say nothing.
What the fuck is going on in these streets?
That's crazy.
Although you can't say that type of shit these days, but you know, that's another show.
We just talking now. We just talking.
Niggas is waking up making some different decisions. I don't quite feel like me today. Motherfucker, what do you feel? I feel light skinned.
Oh shit. Yo.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, shit.
Look.
I'm hearing him now.
No, this is
I'm hearing him.
I heard him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
Delayed reaction.
Yeah, go.
Yo, so
Go ahead. Can
what's
you
happening?
finish?
Oh,
Can you
what's
finish?
No.
Good. Go ahead.
So the end result is a movie called Selma, and it ended up being portrayed by MLK. Ended up being portrayed by David.
A monster.
Brother from London. Yes.
He's a monster.
Ayalowo.
He killed
I probably butchered his last name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Originally, Lee Daniels was attached to the project, and Tyrese had the role of Martin Luther King Jr.
I landed the role.
Exactly.
I was casted.
And it was
Yeah, with
gonna
Robert
be
De Niro.
it was gonna be produced through Plan B Productions because we ended up going to the office. So he had me run lines.
Playing Bree is Brad Pitt.
Yes, and I already know what the fuck is gonna happen when I say this. He had me running lines opposite him as Coretta. Okay, fuck off.
Hey, yo, dog. I already knew. I saw that. Hey, yo, dog. I saw that 20 minutes ago.
I saw that.
Nigga, I seen that shit like a 20-inch picture. What the fuck is you talking about?
Hey man, why you doing? Why this nigga throwing creamer? This nigga throwing creamer. Throwing coffee
I seen that shit.
Hey!
This is a great podcast. Yo.
Hey!
I've been seeing that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can I get an
My
E for
bad.
effort?
Are we? I want to thank Tyrese. Come on, clap it up for Tyrese, yo. Clap it up for Tyrese.
The most innovative vaginal activity. Get up.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
I'm just
Ty,
fucking with
don't
you.
you even
I'm just
fucking
playing with you.
yo,
Don't do that, Ty.
We never went there.
No, because you
We
guys
never
don't
went
even,
there. I love you. You always been sexy. We never had sex. Get that out your head. We good.
I just started
I wanted to. We never. What happened?
drinking wine.
What happened?
Shut up.
I ain't gonna lie.
What happened?
That was crazy.
This nigga leave on problem.
Hey,
Don't do that.
hey,
man.
hey, this
Don't do that.
Yo, y'all stop.
we did not meet at the fucking bathroom.
Hey man.
Hey,
Go ahead. Finish your
Ty,
story.
tell
I'm
them how
listening.
Oh, shit.
we've known each other for like over fucking 20 fucking years. And what? It's not like he was like, hey, nice to meet you, Melissa Ford. Can you come do this? He knew who I was. We'd known each other for years. So I wanted to know what ended
That's
up
what that hug was
happening.
about, Joe. Like I know her.
I get it, Coretta.
Fuck off. Great now.
Coretta, I
Don't
totally
even.
understand.
Don't.
Fam, I didn't say two
gave
words.
her
I know you.
Don't say
I
a
didn't say
fucking
nothing.
buddy, Mike.
I didn't say nothing. Fam.
Hey.
Hey, can I wrap this up?
The memes are about to be.
didn't get
the
the
memes are
role.
about to be astronaut.
If nobody noticed, I didn't land the role. All right. And the reason that the movie went away and the opportunity went away for me was because Lee Daniels, who was attached to the record, like I met with Robert De Niro, like I was full on. And if you got any type of time on your hands, all you got to do is pull up the photos to the world premiere of the movie called Legion that I did with Paul Bettany. And I literally showed up to the red carpet as Martin Luther King.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was like, I want niggas to try and wrap
Get a
their head
visual.
around the visuals of what I could potentially do.
I remember that.
Because
Wait,
I had already had the
where can I
role.
find
It
this?
was private. It
Hold
wasn't
up, where can I
announced.
find this? Where can I find you?
Oh, it's like if you type
In my Twitter
in
favorites.
It was
Tyrese, here this nigga go. That's why
I
you
was
blocked.
not with him on that red
I'm
carpet.
actually about to look this nigga up. I'm blocking you on all my shit.
Just the fact
Fuck
that
you.
I know all this,
This nigga
means
feels
I'm
a way
telling the
about being
fucking
black
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, son. I'm gonna use that movie
Listen.
line. Hey, I want you to do some. I want you to play the opposite of me. I'm gonna play nigga. I'm gonna play that King Cole. What you talking about?
So Flip, I got a Flip. Hey, we can hear Flip now. Yo, I got an ill
I'm
skin.
gonna play that King Cole. That nigga's smooth, dog. That's a smooth nigga. I do it.
Oh, shit. Listen.
I'm hating on you right now.
It didn't happen because Lee wanted to portray Dr. King in a certain capacity. The family didn't sign
Well, y'all
off
still
on.
should have practiced, like, just in case
just in
somebody
case.
else
Yeah.
produced this
Yeah.
movie. Like, just in case to have
Another
the lines
scene.
like muscle memory.
You know,
Well,
notebook,
Ava ended up getting the project.
dirty dancing or
What
something,
happened?
yo.
I'm just,
After Lee got dropped off and I got dropped off as playing Dr. King, yeah, they moved. Ava DuVernay had a shot. They did great. The guy from London. People were more offended about a guy that's from the UK playing Dr.
killed that
King,
role.
who was the most American, legendary icon of all time. But he was incredible. He
did a good job.
And to have Ava DuVernay to direct that film, I was just proud that the movie was made. You know, I feel like us as a culture, Hollywood made way too many slave movies.
Indeed.
And I'm like, we are kings.
Indeed.
We do fly on private planes. We do actually go on vacation. Whenever you see black people in vacation commercials, it's always us serving white people while they're vacationing. And I'm like, motherfucker, I've been looking at turquoise water and Turks and Caicos for many
20
years. And I don't really understand why the fuck y'all are still painting that picture. But anyway, yeah, the opportunity went away. And I hope that when they make the actual Martin Luther King movie, where they're actually using his words, because the whole Selma movie, they were not legally able to use not one piece of speech or dialogue from Dr. King.
Because his family didn't sign off on
Yeah, they did it under public
I didn't
domain.
notice that.
So I hope that if they ever make a Dr. King official movie, I get another shot at it. I was born at Martin Luther King Hospital. I live in Atlanta. now.
You were
and-
committed to the role too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
already you
I
had
went
the
to, like,
you
10
had the
cities
facial
and
hair.
states.
You had the belly.
Joe, come on, man. This nigga here. Thank
Okay.
you.
All of it. Do you
Well,
see?
listen,
Do you
thank
see?
you.
This is
What
yeah.
you expect? You the only girl
I
here.
know. I know.
You in the locker room. This is cracking all the time. You a bad motherfucker to even be here.
Plan B
Yeah,
Studios.
Plan B. Yeah, it was real. Plan B. Hey, this nigga here.
Well, listen,
Right?
listen, you guys.
Right?
Listen, man. Clap it up. Clap it up. We want to thank Tyrese. We want to thank Ty.
No more ad libs.
We want to thank Ty for stopping
Ty.
by
Thanks, Ty.
and taking the time, sharing his stories. You know, this is a revolving door for you. You family for me, nigga. Anytime you here, feel free.
Honor.
Feel free. And thank you.
And
We
Joe,
love you.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
I know you are.
mean that
I know you are.
in my soul, bro.
I know you are. I believe that.
And keep rocking.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, bro. Like I'm really fucking proud of you, man. Cause you know you blessed when you can't even make sense of your life. God's got His hand on you. I hope you keep flying, man. Use your voice. These niggas
clap
out
it up
here.
for me, nigga. Fuck out here.
Your man ain't, your man.
quiet as hell on my
yo,
shit.
listen, I'm giving you love. He's down on,
on his phone.
Instagram.
I'm trying to find a picture.
That's
cool. I'm trying to find a picture. Y'all hold it down.
Yo, I'm gonna text you about this nigga later.
Yeah, this nigga's the shady nigga. Thank you.
I got some thoughts. Yo, Joe, this nigga's not happy for you.
Yeah, now you know. He's out of here.
It's your legs. Like that. Fix yourself.
What?
Brother, get the fuck up. Get your bad ass over here. Get your hot ass in the house.
Neutral Budden.